Well, it's early Monday, 8 o'clock to be exact. 8 o'clock Monday, October 13th. Just got up. Yeah, this is what I wore to the ceremony last night. Cheers. But to start off, the best news is I caught that mouse. Um, and hopefully I won't see very many more this season. Someone pointed out that when they saw sea mice, it's fall, and that sounds. Excuse me. Sounds about right. But when I got home from the ceremony last night, it was in the glue trap, so I set some more glue traps. But what was funny was when I got home, two of the neighborhood cats were perched in my driveway. So it's funny to me. It's like how they just claim territory that they like, where they like to use the bathroom. And I don't feed them, but my yard is their bathroom as well as everybody else's. But they're like, it's almost like they're waiting for me to come home. It was funny. So I rolled down the window as I'm coming and said, y'all get your asses out the way now. You're funny to me, the kitties. Hmm. Didn't sleep too good last night, but that's a good thing because it's the sort of restless night because of all the um, endorphins or whatever else chemical reaction I'm having from having had a really exciting day and evening and a wonderful weekend, really. um, So Nebraska's this is what they're doing. They're giving these plaques. I guess when I got mine in 2019, it was the same as the one as I got last night. The same design. Um, I like the way the Iowa Hall of Fame um, award looks better, but it's besides the point. But here it is, Nebraska Hall of Fame, Dereck Higgins, Scutter, authorized on the 12th day of October, 2025. I ain't gonna lie to you people. I'm real proud of this. I sure am. Now, along with all of the congratulations that have gotten so far, there was one local musician who I won't say his name who had the nerve to leave a shitty comment, a backhanded compliment, where he complimented me but dissed the people who run the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame. It's really petty, and it's sad to me that adults can't be more mature. But there's actually three organizations in Nebraska. There's the Nebraska Performing Arts, which came after this, and then there's another one I hear from Lincoln, which it doesn't make any sense. They should all be consolidated, but it's because of backbiting and bullshit. But I'm the one that counts. This is a long-standing one. This is a Hall of Fame that my peers are in. Everyone from, like I've said before, I should go look up the list. Always mention the Eagles and Preston Love and Buddy Miles, who was with Jimi Hendrix. But there's so many more. And along with myself last night, Paul Williams didn't show up, but the presentation for his award, which was picked up by someone, was impressive and really helped to, you know, solidly identify that this is not some backwoods bullshit. Our Hall of Fame and the people in it is meaningful and important, and the people who are there deserve to be there. The other two acts that performed played covers. We played originals until I could see this was happening. Now, we were last to be presented, and so frankly, a lot of people had left. People had already gotten their awards, and there were people that were gone. we still had quite a full bar because of the Scutter crowd, and then some other folks who stayed. But we played the 4 that we had practiced, and we played the 2 that we had added, and then people had got up and started dancing. So we did 3 covers: The Godfather's Birth, School, Work, Death, and then 2 Stones, Sympathy for the Devil and Satisfaction. I had a blast. And unlike Iowa, I didn't go to Iowa, but I watched it on the internet. Had I gone to Iowa, I would have been the only black person in that building. And here in Nebraska, that's not the case. Plenty of black people were at the ceremony last night. I even got up and danced to Lisa High Heel when they did Boogie Oogie Oogie. One of the board directors, Donna Ball, who was inducted along with me back in 2019, sat at the Scutter table. Took me a minute, but she also has history with Tom Ware, our drummer. We got up and danced when they played the Boogie Oogie. And then another lady who I used to work with took a video of it. If I remember to, I will add it to this one so you can see. It was a blast. So I see in the comments that a fella bought The Clock is Ticking and The World is Burning CDs. And if you see this, sir, The World is Burning CD will be sent to you from the record label in Pittsburgh. So I forwarded that to Randy LeMasters. He runs the label. And it's some kind of holiday today, some kind of federal holiday, so there's no mail today, so I'll mail it out tomorrow. But he also asked about Scutter. Do I have Scutter stuff to sell? No, I don't. But I left the Bandcamp address with his, excuse me, I'm just waking up, with his comment, so he can buy some more Scutter. And for his information, I'm not on this, but this is the latest Scutter CD, Lords of Cowpunk Mountain. I was giving Daryl again some shit about this. It's like, man, this stuff is just so fucking cheesy to me, But, he doesn't take it personally, and I understand that for them this is a laugh, and that's where it's coming from them mostly. We're just having fun. I haven't even this, but the significance of this one, I haven't heard this yet either. But the significance of this CD is that, and Jeff announced it last night, that this is, he's hanging up his spurs, is how he put it. He's done. He's 75 going on 76, had a liver transplant, and he's just gonna relax. I'm opening this for the first time. So, yeah, I see here where he, yeah, I wasn't involved here, and it's fine, because as you I left a little clip of us playing last night. You can hear it's real basic American rock and roll that Scutter played, which really ultimately has no interest to me musically. It's like I'm kind of just tired of it. So I didn't need to be on this, and I just got a copy of it from them for my collection. But I'm proud of my time with Scutter, and there was 2 other former members, well, one other former member and the son of one of the former members of Scutter who also received a plaque along with us. And it was cool. I ran into people who I did not recognize. It had been so long. One was this guitarist, John Shirley. If he hadn't spoken to me, I would not have recognized him at all. And it was like seeing a long lost family member on his part. It was good to see him, but he was very enthusiastic. And at one point he said to me, we were probably polar opposites politically, but I just have so much respect for you. And I said, man, that ain't what it's about, you know. You and I are brothers. I don't, I don't know why that's not more obvious. We're brothers. And that was before Scutter played. Then, when we played, by the time we got to our last song and the covers, we had the dance floor full. And John was out there, and afterwards we got done. He just come up and just gave me the biggest hug. And I just love you, brother. Music is a healer, and we need to be wise and smart, smarter than the people who are dead set at destroying us. And they're doing a good job of it, unfortunately. We got to wisen up. It's a fantastic weekend. Besides that, in between the going in the morning to set up and sound check, I spent the afternoon with good friends of mine. The Matesiaks were in town from Atlanta. I hadn't seen them since their two girls were born. Nora, who is 6 now. It's been that long. And then they have a 3-year-old, Haley. And Dereck Presnell of Icky Blossom / Tilly in the Wall. Ooh, isn't that cool, the way the light's coming in? He had a barbecue at his place. I hadn't seen him for a little while. And then everyone else that came are all part of my circle of friends that's associated with that musical part of my life. Nick and his wife Kat and their baby Faye came, and so we had 3 little kids plus us, the adults. Had a fantastic time. There's pictures on my Facebook and also on Instagram. Love these people, and it didn't take long for me to bond with the girls, in particular the 3-year-old Haley. I love people. I love life. I really do. So, so what's next? Because I thought about this, because usually the usual thing is, well, what's next? You've done this, now what? Well, I'll tell you, from my 70-year-old perspective, what's next for me is to just enjoy this feeling and this headspace, my thoughts. I'm very thankful, very happy. Not just because of the Hall of Fame induction, the third, which really, that really means a lot to me. 3 times, the recognition, but also the friendship that I share throughout my life and the people I've seen this weekend at the ceremony as well as the gathering. I feel like a very rich man, very rich, very blessed, very blessed. And I have to share that I love it when I've been receiving multiple congratulations on my Facebook page because I posted pictures. But I love it when I see, when I get congratulations from people who I've been admiring and buying for years, like, for example, Edward Caspell and David Hoff from Catherine Wheel, and Mick Conroy from Modern English. All of the congratulations and the love is important to me, but those are personal. You see what I'm saying? That means a lot to me, because I'm still a big fanboy of music and music history. So being recognized by my peers, international, known people, that also means a lot. So what's next is to just enjoy this. Um, Otis Douglas is supposed to stop by tomorrow, and we've got a handful of CDs left. Like, I just got up and sold another one on the internet this morning. So I probably have maybe 20, because I left some with Doug at Page Turners. He sold one, but I had some in my guitar case. So we may have about 20 CDs left, and what we'll do is we'll sign about half of them, maybe all of them, when he comes by tomorrow, whatever's left. Because again, the other thing I like about this is I actually need to count, because besides, um, I sold some more yesterday, uh, in between the ceremony and my friends. Every time I talk about it, excuse me, when I see people, I sell one or two. So I ain't bullshitting when I encourage you folks who watch me, if you are interested in owning any of my music, but especially the new one, because I'm real proud of this. The clock is ticking. You better get it while you can. Chances are very, very high that Doug and I will reorder, but I'm not going to rush into it. Okay, I want to see if there's um, a steady and a steady interest in the project before I order another 100. Whew. The only thing I have to show that got played, because I've been so busy this weekend, was I put some Pulsar on. Pollen, French progressive rock band. I do have these on vinyl. If I see it, if I spot it over here quickly, I'll pull it. Just a second. Come on, Pulsar. There you are. So, for whatever reason, I just decided to listen to Pollen by Pulsar. This is excellent. This is in my opinion, a classic progressive rock album and band. This album by them, Strands of the Future, and their best known one is Halloween. I'll show that next, but this is symphonic prog of the highest order. The Strands of the Future, taking us back to the 70s, and just iconic 70s gatefold art. This is CBS. Great band. And I have one more. They have more than these three, so this is all that I have. Halloween. Pulsar. Fantastic band. Fantastic music. That's the only other music besides my own and Scutter, because again, I wanted to make sure I was ready for the show last night. That's all I have to show. Tentatively planned to go into the studio with James today, but I'm going to rest this morning. I haven't really slept well, so I'll probably end up back in bed for a while this morning. But I'm very, very grateful, sated. My heart is full, and I'm so at ease, because when I got home, the mouse had been caught. I hate that. I know that, they can get in, and I may see more, but I don't see them, and so it's shocking when it happens. It's upsetting. So I was so happy to see it was, caught that little fucker. I don't know what else to say, folks. Let me go back to the comments. Yes, Sister Stephanie, I'm glad that you understand as a result of me explaining about the band Scutter and how I got involved, because as you could hear from the clip, Scutter plays a type of music that I'm really not interested in. And the other thing about the ceremony was that the other bands that played covers, um, and it's the covers that I'm so tired of. The same old shit. The Lisa, who she's of course she does Stevie Nicks. Of course she does Alana Miles. Of course they cover Journey. For fuck's sake, you know, it's like this. It's like this. It's like the world has left them all behind in my mind. It's like there's all this other music, and you people are stuck on this stuff. Doobie Brothers is also what was played. It's like these people played it well, but geez, you know what I mean? So yeah, Stephanie, I'm glad you asked. Thank you, Bluger, about my bass playing. Yes, that's why I ended up on the bass instead of the drums or the guitars, because I like to play the drums the most, but it's so much work. And I said, no, I don't want to do this. And I like to play the guitar, and I can play the guitar. Actually, I'll say this, Daryl, if you see this, we got the clip to prove it. So Daryl is the millionaire of the band, and he brings and plays this brand new 8-string guitar. And on the first solo of the night, he totally blew it. I got the clip. I don't even want to actually put it online because it's so bad. Daryl, if you see this, I ain't lying. But yeah, I have to hold it down. Things have got to be right. And Tom Ware on drums. I love playing with Tom, and it was so great to reconnect with Tom and his current wife, who got a bit drunk. But Tom's daughter Rachel showed up, and she's the one that took the pictures that you see of us on my Facebook page. It was so good to see her. I hadn't seen her in a while. She's an up and coming comedian and just a little sweetheart. Um, yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, people. And I noticed how Oteki said you gave them energy and vitality with the base foundation and movement. Well, see, the thing is, that's just the way I am. I can't not get into it. Um, when I play music, I'm not showing off or putting on a show. The show part of it is the music coming through me and how I want to deliver the music with vitality and to be in the moment. Someone said here you help in keeping me sane, Dereck, with your posts. Just wanted you to know that. Well, thank you, because they help me stay sane too. And Sean was asking if I was going to make the CD available at Grapefruit. The answer is no, because Grapefruit still does things on consignment, and it would just sit. It wouldn't sell there. I have a couple things in the shop at Grapefruit now on consignment. I think they have an RAF album, and I think they have the last copy of my Yellow album, Nice, in the store. It's been there for a while. They just sit. So no, that's why I said Homer's, because I know Homer's, they'll sell them. Homer's is the longest running record store in probably the whole state of Nebraska, over 50 years. And so, shit, for all I know, the 10 that they bought on Saturday could be gone already. They could be. So that's basically where I'm at. I'm still buzzing, natural high from music and friendship and love, which is the way it needs to be. I turned on the news for just a second as I got up and turned it right off because the news is horrible. It just, again, stuns me that the world is so stupid. so, I'm calling it that the way I see it, that scads of people are uninformed and stupid and not knowing and acting like, and not, in this destruction of our country's infrastructure is just happening right before our eyes. The president has declared war and is actually at war with the American people. The things that we see that ICE are doing and the National Guard and the shit that Trump is saying with the Stephen Miller and the Project 25 people behind him is horrifying. I don't understand how anyone who's awake, aware, and has any brains can support any of that stuff. It just blows my mind. So, try to surround myself with what works for me, which is music and art and love. Have a good day, people. Oh, love you all. Take care now.